My development as a player in high school, I was working on being a pass-first point guard. My dad, he trained me to be someone like a Gary Payton, defend, control the tempo, control your team, and being more of a pass-first point guard. And that went on to with Coach Hurley. You know, when you play for Coach Bob Hurley, there's not one guy that scores 30 points or average 25 points. Is balanced offense. So you might have some there, you might have some there, another person will have some here, have some there. It was more of a balanced offense, and he really relied on his point guards to control the game and control the team and not really look to score, but just get everyone involved, and you had to defend 94 feet. Well, I ended up choosing American University because of my relationship with Kelvin Jefferson for the most part. We just hit it off when we first talked, and he told me a lot about the history of American, and he bragged a lot about Coach Jeff Jones and how he was a former NBA player and he was a former point guard, and I thought that would just mesh together, me and him. And then also Andre Ingram was a big part of the reason why I decided to come to American. I remember my mom saying, listen, you and Andre could be the first to ever put American University in the NCAA tournament. So I just said, why not? Let's do it. Well, the transition from playing at a high level high school and going to Division I don't want to say it was easy, but I felt comfortable. You know, one important thing that Coach Hurley really pride himself on is getting his players ready for whatever level they go to, whether it's Division I, Division II, Division III. You know, he really holds us accountable and makes sure we do what we're supposed to do, and all that is preparation for the next level. So the transition, I don't want to say easy, but it was a comfortable transition, and you know, Coach Jones really trusted me in handling the ball and handling his team, so I felt real comfortable. Coach Jones was very demanding. He wanted things to run a certain way. And if things didn't run a certain way, he would definitely hold you accountable. He liked things to be done Jeff Jones' way and not your way. And he made sure that you know that this is his program and this is how he wants things run. We also had a great relationship because we played the same position. So he understood and like certain situations. He was pointing out to me, maybe I could do this better, maybe I could do this next time. So it was real easy for me to basically get a great chemistry with Coach Jones. The coaching staff was great. What was so special about the team that went back-to-back championships was our chemistry, our bond, not only on the court but off the court. And I think what we did off the court helped bring that strong bond on the court. When things wasn't going our way, we always knew that we could rely on each other and lean on each other to make things right. You know, if a team went on a 8-0 run or a 10-0 run, we knew that the game wasn't over. We needed to really lock in and lean on each other, and I think that's very important for a championship team. You know, everybody played their role, they knew their role, and nobody really tried to play hero ball. Everybody tried to play for one another, and really it was our chemistry. That's what really kept us together. Me being unselfish really came from watching guys like Gary Payton and John Stockton and just learning how to set their guys up. You know, Andre Ingram was a great shooter. Garrison Carr was a great shooter. So honestly, they made my life easier, because if a team made a mistake and not focus on them, all I got to do is just find them and hit them, and it was a guaranteed three, or it was a guaranteed pull-up into their jump shot. And when the team focused too much on them, that's when my opportunity came to whether score or dump the ball off to a Jordan Nichols or a Brian Gilmore. So when you have shooters like that, the game for a point guard is a lot easier. And you know, like I said, my dad, he really wanted me to be a pass-first point guard, and I think that was, during that time, that was the era of basketball where point guards were really more dishers than scorers. Well, when going against Tennessee and Villanova during that type of time, my focus was really on the opportunity of what my play can have for my future. You know, when you're when all the attention is on you around that time, there's a lot of like NBA scouts and overseas scouts watching you play, and they're taking notes and seeing if they could possibly draft you or offer you a contract. So I wanted to go in them games to prove myself. You know, they said I was 5'9", but realistically I was 5'7", so you know, I had to play with a lot of heart and try to show that, listen, my height don't matter. Like, I can be out here, I can play with guys, you know. When we played against that Villanova team, Scotty Reynolds, who was a projected NBA player, so that was a good opportunity for me to, you know, step up and show what I can do against that type of talent. So it was very important for me to go out there and do what I needed to do. Well, when I talk to my kids about, you know, going to the next level, I let them know that you got to have the grades first. If you want to go to any school in America for an athletic scholarship, you got to be able to qualify. That's one of the most important things. You know, my mom was really big on me having a great education and doing what I needed to do in the classroom. She really didn't care about the course. She cared more about the books than the classroom. I mean, more about the books than the court. But she also was excited about how I performed on the court too, and that goes hand in hand. So that's what I try to teach my kids, that you need to do what you're supposed to do in the classroom, so that way if you do get an offer from Duke or North Carolina or from American University or Princeton or Yale, you have to do what you need to do in that classroom before you can step on the court. And basically, I try to just show them that academics is important. It was a long journey. It wasn't an easy journey, but this recognition is special. You know, it shows what hard work can have. When you work hard at your craft, this is something possible, and I'm very appreciative and thankful and grateful for this opportunity.